Goodness. Ah. Can you even see my eyes with my glasses on? Probably not. Probably it's better to do this and just not wear them. Probably. Welcome to this. As you can see, I have an alcoholic beverage. I also have pasta. I found myself alone in a cabin on a lake, and we're gonna talk about books. Specifically today, I want to talk about Turbulence by David Saleh. I think that this is his name. I think that's how you say his name, but I could be wrong because I didn't look it up, and I'm not going to because I'm lazy. So, Turbulence by David Saleh. I got an ARC because I work in a bookstore, and so those are available to me sometimes. This comes out in July, and I'm filming this in April, and I'm probably gonna post it in April, unless I go through another hiatus, which happens frequently for me, so it might. But this book, it comes out on July 16th. It's tiny. It is approximately 150 pages. And I gave it 3 stars. And I'll tell you why. Mostly it's because this book, I don't know, it was kind of a nothing book. So the reason I gave it 3 stars is because I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it either. It just kind of existed, it happened, and then it was done, and it neither, I don't know, I feel like it didn't affect me positively, and it also didn't affect me negatively. Basically, it's 12 chapters. Each chapter is from a different person's perspective. And the person whose perspective it is was in the previous chapter as, like, an incidental stranger. So, like, in chapter 1, the woman is sitting next to someone on a plane, and they have a discussion, and then the focus of chapter 2 is the man she was sitting next to. And it continues kind of like that. And on the back, it says, on the back of the ARC, I don't know if this is what it's going to say on the back of the, like, actual book, but on the back of the ARC, everything's fine. I'm a professional. On the back of the ARC, it says, "This is a virtuosic novel about 12 people, mostly strangers, and the surprising ripple effect each one has on the life of the next as they cross paths on their journeys around the world." And the thing I take issue with in that description is the surprising ripple effect. Because I don't think, in this book, the actions of the perspective character matter in the next perspective character's arc or life. I don't think the actions that they take can be seen effectively in the work to have caused an effect. I think we've just gotten 12 incidental moments in 12 different people's lives that don't build to much. They're kind of fine on their own. Each individual story, because this is, it feels more like a collection of short stories than it feels like a novel that is intimately connected all the way through. Because while each perspective character is a side character in the chapter directly previous, like, it doesn't feel strong enough to tie it together enough to make it a novel if we're not gonna see character development over the course of the thing. And, like, there's no question that David Saleh is, or Saleh? I have no idea how to say his name. There's no question that he's skilled as a writer. Like, he, as it says on the bottom bit of this arc here, you probably can't read it because, I don't know, I didn't leave it on screen long enough, but it says Man Booker Prize shortlisted author of All That Man Is. So he's written something else that got shortlisted for the Man Booker, which is cool. But also, I feel like this Turbulence should be somehow part 1. I got to the end, And I read the last sentence and I turned the page and realized it was over, and my initial response was literally, that's it? It's over? That's all? And not in like a, I want more because this was so good kind of way, but in like a, but there was no resolution. There was no overarching conflict. There was no character development, which is, it's not bad. You can see the skill. It's just the plotting and the thing that makes it a novel was missing. And I think in my head it would work better as a collection of short stories that are all, partially connected to each other, rather than this thing that's claiming to be a novel. Because I don't think it is. Also, it's only 150 pages. I don't think it's a novel if it's only 150 pages. If anything, it's a novella. I guess it depends on word count. Or personal definitions. I don't know. Yeah, so I had thoughts about that. I hope you have a good life. I hope you read some good books. Bye.